Okay, what I want to show here is how the angle, this angle right in here, which I'm calling angle x, how the measure of angle x uh, relates to the measure of this arc. Remember, we refer to the measure of the arc as the size of the central angle subtended by that arc. So this would be, if we drew the central angle like this here, that would be the measure of the arc A. And here we have the measure of the arc B, which is this arc right in here. Again, this would be, if we drew the central angle, that would be the size of the central angle subtended by that arc. Well, it turns out that the size of angle x is directly related to the measure of this arc and the measure of that arc. Now, in order to show what that relationship is, as in many geometry problems, we have to draw another line, an extra line, and here I draw this line right in here. Okay, now see what we have here is that this arc subtends this inscribed angle here, CDE, and this arc subtends this inscribed angle here, DEF. So with that, it means that I can say that the size of this angle right here is the measure of B divided by 2, and the size of this angle right here, this angle right here is the measure of A divided by 2. So let me write that, measure of A divided by 2, and that's referring to this angle right here, okay, right there. Okay, now knowing this, we can write what the size of this angle is right here. We know the size of that angle is going to be 180 degrees minus measure B divided by 2. So this angle right in here, let me call it the red angle. So, oh, come on, there we go. Let's say this angle here, which I'll say is the red angle E, is, let's say E is 180 degrees minus the measure of B divided by 2. Okay, now if I know this angle and I know this angle, I can compute this angle, x, because I know the sum of the three angles inside a triangle is 180 degrees. So I can say that 180 degrees equals this angle, which I've just said is 180, minus the measure of B divided by 2, plus x, plus this angle right here, which is the measure of A divided by 2. Okay, let me subtract this from both sides of the equation. So I get 180 minus 180 minus measure B divided by 2. And let me subtract, okay, this equals x plus measure of A divided by 2. So when I subtract this out, I get 180 minus 180 is 0. Then I'm left with measure of B divided by 2 equals the angle x plus measure of A divided by 2. Now let me subtract this from both sides, and I get measure of B divided by 2 minus measure of A divided by 2 equals angle x. Okay, that's one way of writing it. Another way would be to write measure of B minus measure of A, all divided by 2 is equal to x. Okay, so that's how angle x relates to the measure of these two arcs here. So that's pretty interesting because I have put basically no restrictions on these secants here and here, other than the fact that those secants intersect the circle at these points. So this is a general result, and it can be useful. Okay, until next time.